They were getting ready to restart.
Welcome everyone to our first meeting of the new year, which is actually our postponed January meeting. So I welcome you all. If you can join me in saluting the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Kaufman?
Here.
Mr. LaFever?
Here.
Mr. McMullen?
Here.
Mr. Merkelbaum?
Here.
Mrs. Rash?
Here.
Mrs. Sharino?
Here.
Mrs. Taylor?
Here.
Mr. Trauger?
Here.
And Mr. Woods.
Here.
Thank you. So I will begin with my report this evening. So again, I welcome you all. Good evening to everybody. Thank you all for coming in person and for those of you that are streaming. The district has been very busy this month, along with our new board. I'm pleased to share that tonight we'll be voting on a new textbook for our AP Comparative Government and Politics course, which will be offered to students in grade 10, 11, and 12. Adding AP courses to our program of studies continues to fulfill the need for hands-on, real-world experiences that prepare students for college-level coursework, and we're very excited to be adding this course to Penridge. Our curriculum team, led by Dr. Blue, has also developed a solid plan to ensure that our curricula are reviewed and updated between the years of 2026 and 2032. The long-term goal is to establish a consistent curriculum review cycle, while short-term goals include standards-aligned instruction, consistent use of academic language, intentional instructional routines, and strategies that support mastery of eligible content. Tonight we'll be also voting on the 2026 capital projects. These projects have been thoughtfully planned to both address our current needs and our future priorities. In addition, we continue to work diligently on the budget, a process that takes time and careful consideration. As noted during our Finance Committee meetings, costs continue to rise, and it is our responsibility to manage these increases while identifying opportunities to save and reduce expenses. I also want to inform you that on Wednesday, December 10th, the Federal Reserve cut the federal funds rate by 20.25%. This decrease directly impacts the interest rate our district earns on its investments. Combined with the delayed state funding and the previous rate cut in October, the change further reduces the district's projected interest earnings by an estimated $170,000. However, with that said, we remain committed to managing our finances responsibly and continue to be transparent in our actions. At this time, I would also like the administration for addressing the possible challenges of submitting a lengthy bully report form. In response, the administration created an electronic version of the form, now available on each school's website and our district website. All submissions will be routed to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Gallo, who is the Director of Safety and Security, and then forwarded to the appropriate building principals. We hope this new process will ease the burden on parents, guardians, and community members. Additionally, as the board, we thank our transportation department for their ongoing efforts to keep bus stops and routes safe while managing one of the district's most complex operations. Penridge transports around 5,500 students daily, including those with specialized needs, non-public school students, and students traveling outside the boundaries of the district. Like many districts, we continue to face bus driver shortage, requiring difficult adjustments such as route reductions and consolidations. Last summer, the administration completed a full rerouting and introduced community stops to maintain safety and efficiency. Meanwhile, transportation demands have grown due to expanded programs, specialized routes, custody agreements, and housing instabilities, creating challenges like longer rides and tighter schedules. To address these issues, we've increased driver pay, strengthened recruitment, and supported transportation staff. While this remains a statewide challenge, our priorities remain to be safety, reliability, and doing what is best for our students and families. We remain committed to continuous improvement and appreciate your understanding and support. In addition, we also like to thank our administration for taking every bus-related concern seriously and diligently ensuring that our students remain safe. Thank you. Moving on to a bittersweet note, I want to take a moment to thank Ms. Boston, our Director of Human Resources, for her dedicated service to Penridge. She will be leaving us later this month, and while she will be greatly missed, we wish her the very best in her next chapter. It has truly been a pleasure working with her. I look forward to collaborating with Dr. Doster, who will soon step into the role of Director of Human Resources. Finally, I invite you to join our Phones, Focus, and the Future, a community conversation event which will be hosted on March 4th at 6:30 p.m. in the high school green gym. Mr. Johnson will share more details, but I would like to emphasize that this event is designed to foster dialogue amongst parents and guardians about the impact of smartphones on students from kindergarten to 12th grade. It will be an opportunity for meaningful conversations, questions, and deeper understanding of what it means to hand a smartphone over to a child. Please watch for more information for this important event. That concludes my report for tonight. Thank you. We will move on to our superintendent's report, Dr. Barrios.
Thank you, Ms. Sherino. Good evening. Happy New Year. We'd like to start out by celebrating School Board Appreciation Month, which was last month, by celebrating all of our school board directors. Serving on a school board demands considerable time, thoughtful preparation, and a commitment to the public good. It requires nights away from family, careful study of complex issues, and a readiness to make decisions in our district. To each of you, thank you. Your service reflects an investment in Penridge's future. Tonight, we'd also like to recognize another very special group. When we were hit with the highest snowfall in many years, this group didn't just get a snow day off. Instead, they did what they do best, to make Penridge facilities the best they can be. So do we have any folks from our transportation department, custodial staff, maintenance staff? Anyone? Would you please come forward to be recognized? Here's to our maintenance team, our transportation mechanics and drivers who are part of the snow crew, our facility managers, and our custodial crew who works hard clearing snow from our district schools and buildings. Thousands of feet of sidewalks, macadam, parking lots, access roads, and cleaning off each individual bus so we can get students and staff back to school was simply amazing. And that's why we want to publicly thank them for their tireless efforts. So again, on behalf of the Board of School Directors, administration, and staff, we greatly thank each and every one of you for your efforts. And there are a bunch of others who hopefully are watching on YouTube, or maybe not, I don't know. But thank you very much. Absolutely. Thank you. Next, I'd like to ask 10th grade student Ben Kaczynski to please come forward to be recognized. Ben, if you'd like to bring your sidekick and business partner, Joey. Congratulations to 10th grade student Ben Kaczynski and his team on their recent first place finish in a Skills USA welding competition. Ben is photographed to the far right. The Skills USA welding fabrication competition was held on January 13th at Northampton Community College in Bethlehem. Ben's accomplishment reflects far more than technical skill. It demonstrates discipline, applied problem solving, and the ability to perform under high pressure conditions. Competing successfully at this level as a sophomore speaks to both his individual work ethic and the quality of instruction and mentorship that supports him. Ben represents Penridge with distinction, of which I'm very proud. This recognition through Skills USA highlights the value of career and technical education in preparing students for real-world challenges, and Ben and his family should take great pride in what he has achieved. By winning gold, the team has qualified for the state competition. If they succeed there, they will head to the National Leadership and Skills Conference in Atlanta in June 2026. So Ben is joined here by his parents tonight. They're in the crowd, and his father, Brian, is a proud Penridge graduate, mother Mary Jane. If you recall last year, we had we profiled Ben's partner there, Joey. He took me up on a flight last year. He's And if you look on the screen, these two students have started their own business. They specialize in small engine repair, welding, landscaping, and if you see their slogan at the bottom, it's "We do the work you don't want to do." So I promised them that I would plug their respective businesses, but there it is. They do mulching and weed whacking and moving and all types of things. But we are, as a school district, both incredibly proud of your accomplishments. I meet with these two students periodically to check in, and they're just fantastic young men with very, very promising and bright futures ahead of them. So why don't we give them a nice round of applause. There's a certificate of someone. Oh, he has a certificate, okay. So thank you. And again, I'm plugging their business there. I hope you're insured. Earlier, Ms. Chirino mentioned a community forum that we will have with respect to cell phone usage, and there's the date. Mr. Johnson will speak about this tomorrow at our Student Services Committee meeting there, but there is all of the information, and we encourage participation to come out. There's a very compelling book out right now, The Anxious Generation. Lee Rush, if you're here, I did read the book, but there's compelling research that talks about the impact of cell phone addiction and things of that nature. So there's also, at the state level, I think it's going to be here sooner than later, we're going to see legislation that will ban cell phone usage during instruction. That is currently in the PA legislature, and I believe that Governor Shapiro made a comment last week about this. So we will move on. Penridge High School students Chloe Benner, and when you hear your name, please come forward, and Ananya Bhatt and Surabi Gupta earned national recognition after placing third nationally in NASA's 2025 Drop Tower Challenge, and were invited to present the research at the American Society, I hope I can read this, for Gravitational and Space Research Conference in Phoenix. Through months of rigorous research, the team designed an innovative motor-free paddle wheel that used capillary action to rotate in microgravity, a solution praised by NASA for its creativity, scientific rigor, and elegant simplicity. Their success led them to present alongside university researchers, engineers, and NASA scientists, giving the students rare exposure to professional, scientific environments, and networking opportunities. We'd like to praise you for exemplifying student-led STEM excellence and for serving as powerful role models for younger students, particularly young women in science and engineering. The experience not only expanded the team's understanding of space science, but also reinforced their impact in challenging gender gaps in STEM and inspiring others to see themselves in advanced scientific fields. We'd like to invite the three students and our school gifted enrichment teacher, Ms. Thomas. I think you're already come forward. So we are very, very proud of this outstanding athlete here. And we have a
Okay, thank you. Oh, we're getting a certificate too. Yeah.
exactly.
Why, thank you very much. Dr. Barrios, this reads from Chloe and Anya and Sarah B. for the third place nationwide drop challenge to the school. So,
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Next, I'd like to provide an update on a 2019 graduate, Penridge, and also a graduate. Can you advance to the next slide, please? Cole Doster, a 2019 graduate of Penridge, also graduated from American University in 2023, went into officer candidate school in the Army in the fall of 2023. Cole is a first lieutenant in military intelligence assigned to the 1st Armor Division at Fort Bliss in Texas, and is now an Army Ranger. So going through Ranger School is a very, very rigorous endeavor, and this young man made it through, and he's proudly serving our country. So I want you to remember that last name, Doster. We hear something else about this in the future. Let me come down to the podium. As Ms. Cerrito pointed out earlier, Ms. Tara Mossman has accepted a position in a neighboring school district, so I'd like to present Ms. Mossman, if you could join me. I have a puzzle here. There we go. I'd like to present Ms. Mossman with a plaque for her 3 years of service here at Penn Ridge School District, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Madam President, that concludes my superintendent's report. Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr. Keddy has. That concludes my report. We have Mr. Keddy.
Now I'm on. So in a fitting tribute to the CAS team and their successes within our STEM fields here, I have the honor and privilege of speaking about the Alyssa Rose STEM Foundation and Scholarship Fund. I have had the distinct honor and privilege of working alongside of Kurt Weist and his daughter Alex to bring to life a scholarship established in memory of his daughter and Alex's sister Alyssa, a proud 2018 graduate of Penn Ridge High School. This scholarship not only reflects Alyssa's legacy, but also the Weist family's commitment to supporting future Penn Ridge students in meaningful ways. At this time, it's more fitting for Kurt to come up and speak on behalf of the scholarship and the fund. Kurt and his wife, come on up. You're very welcome.
Good evening, Happy New Year. You guys doing? Gotcha. Just like to say a few words on the scholarship. My name is Kurt Weist. I've been in the school district for 40 years. I live over on Cali Hill Road. Talk to you a little bit about our foundation and our fund, but first I'll just give you a little bit of background, if that's okay. Take a few minutes of time. I have 3 children, all of whom spent all K through 12 in the district. Alexandria, Kurt Arthur, and Alyssa. All 3 are college graduates and are contributing to society. All 3 of them had a very good experience with Penn Ridge School District, and I'm proud to see that the district is continuing with that excellence based on some of the recent press and awards we've gotten in 2026. I'm here to discuss my youngest,
We're here to discuss our youngest, Alyssa Rose Weist. Alyssa graduated from Penn Ridge High School class of 2018 and earned her bachelor's degree in biological sciences and cellular and molecular science. He just wanted me to say the long, complicated name of her degree. Science from the University of Delaware class of 2022. Alyssa Rose was only 25 years old when she was shot and killed by her boyfriend this past May when she was trying to break up with him.
She was an amazing person. Her education and life experiences before and after college molded her into a fine young lady and laid the foundation for excellence. and excelling in the fields of bio.
Alyssa lived with an open heart and adventurous spirit. Her kindness knew no bounds, her laughter was contagious, and her gentle soul had a way of making everyone feel seen, heard, and cherished. She was a rare combination of brilliance, creativity, and compassion, a beautiful soul with so much promise and love to give. After her death, in order to honor her, we created a foundation in her name. We've only been around for about 6 months. The foundation's called the Alyssa Rose STEM Foundation. We are a registered charity, a nonprofit, 501c3 organization.
We have 2 primary goals, with each have sub-goals, and each have benefits. The first is helping to create awareness for the student population around domestic violence prevention. The second, to continue Alyssa's name and to keep her name alive by giving back. So giving back, she was really wonderful about her time and her generosity. So in the first year, we'd like to offer higher education scholarship money to Penn Ridge School District. Right now, our foundation will award fundraising proceeds in the form of scholarships to students interested in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in the STEM field. This year, we are excited to be offering a scholarship to Penn Ridge students for $10,000, and hopefully every year for a long time going forward. Scholarships will be awarded in Alyssa's name to deserving students interested in pursuing STEM, higher education. We have loaded the application on our website. It can be found on AlyssaRoseSTEMFoundation.org.
The submittal date is March 12th, and it's going to be awarded shortly after the time, I believe, senior night. So thank you, everybody, for the community, the support that we've received, and we look forward to a long-lasting partnership with the district and the entire community. Thank you.
If anybody's interested in a little bit more information, it can be found at the AlyssaRoseSTEMFoundation.org. Apologize for taking a hard time getting through this, but it hasn't been really that long to have public, to speak in public about it. So thank you.
It truly has been an honor working specifically with Kurt in developing this. So through that partnership, I do have a surprise for you guys.
We don't know if we can handle anymore, right?
Well, Team Cass that won the NASA challenge and traveled out to Phoenix actually fundraised that entire process. And in the meantime, they have some excess funds available. So tonight we'd like to present the Alyssa Rose STEM Foundation and Scholarship Fund a $1,000 donation on behalf of Team Cass and Penn Ridge High School. Thank you, guys. We're also honored to welcome back Dana and Ron Scott. I know Dana is also honored to bring back Dana and Ron Cutt. Now, Dana is under the weather, but they're the founders of the Jason Cutt Legacy Fund. The foundation was established to preserve and celebrate the legacy of their son, Jason, also a Penridge grad, also whose life was lost tragically way too short. Since its creation, the Legacy Fund has continued to make a profound impact on the school community, providing significant financial support in the areas that Jason was most interested in, and that was music and as well as human services and helping out. In December of 2025, the Cutt family donated $2,500 to our high school and middle schools, another $500 to one of our elementary schools to support social service need, including support to the homeless, as well as to support mental health needs of students. They've also contributed $1,000 to the Penridge Rock Band. Their unwavering support is an honor to Jason's legacy and to the students in our community. And publicly, we would just like to thank you again. At this time, this is when I wanted you to come up, but you came up quicker anyway. But if Mrs. DeVasto can come up, because Mrs. DeVasto has the guitar that is emblemed with Jason's name that is currently in use with our rock band students right now. So again, to the Cutt family, just thank you for your support of the community, and we'd just like to thank you again.
Time for me to say a few words? Or, no? You don't have to?
But if you like it, come on. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I didn't know we were going to have multiple foundations here tonight, and learning about your story. The Jason Cutt Legacy Fund will be happy to help you any way that they can. We do a bunch of series of events throughout the year. Penridge is actually one of the major beneficiaries of the things that we do. Anybody who wants to see some of the things that we are doing is we have a full calendar. The car show will most likely be here at Penridge again. This year we're working out the dates. But everything from bingos to a comedy night to everything else as well. We're out here to help the general public as well. If anybody knew my son, Jason, everybody called him the gentle giant, so we just wanted to change a negative into a positive the best that we can. And we do a lot of these fundraising things just to put all the money back into the community. This past year, we're proud to announce that we've actually raised over $20,000, and we're on continuing to do it for this year. And we're happy to donate with Penridge School District, as long as the other three. But my heart definitely goes out to you guys, because we're in a club that the price of admission is way too expensive to be in. But if anybody ever needs to speak with it, and I can speak for this personally, contact any of us, because we're happy to help you any way we can. I don't want to take up anybody's time. I didn't really write a speech for this. I was kind of shooting from the hip. Also, real quick, you can follow us on the Jason Cutt Legacy Fund, Facebook, website, or anything like that. The person who shot my son will be coming up for parole this year. I actually have a petition. We have an online petition. If anybody wants to sign that, please see me afterwards, and I'll get you directed to any of the signatures that you want to do. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to stop me after the events, and I appreciate the recognition again, and my heart definitely goes out to you as well. Thank you so much.
Not be prepared. I was prepared and I didn't do that good.
Thank you again to the Cutt Legacy Fund. On to PMEA honors. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the exceptional students who earned placement in PMA district and regional ensembles, and the teachers whose leadership makes these accomplishments possible. I'd like to acknowledge Ms. DeVasto, our orchestra director, Ms. Shimitz, our choir director, and Mr. Hall, our band director, and all the students, if you can just come up with them, and I'm just going to read off their names and the categories in which they were recognized by. District Choir, Jocelyn Balby, Evelyn Lockhart, Emily Lodwig, Sophia Ogden, Sophia Thomas, Chloe Wint, Caden Wool, and Colton Wool. Regional Choir, Jocelyn Balby, Evelyn Lockhart, Emily Ludwig, Sophia Ogden, who scored first in soprano 2, Chloe Wint, who placed first on alto 2, and Caden Wool, and Colton Wool. District Orchestra, Abigail Arnold Trainer in violin, Vaughn Cataluna in violin, Ethan Kwan in cello, Hannah Keller, cello, Danielle Trzynski, bass, Emily Lawson, oboe, Lexi Steen, French horn. Regional Orchestra, Abigail Arnold Trainer, violin, Ethan Kwan, cello, Danielle Trzynski, bass, Emily Lawson, oboe. District Band, which festival takes place on February 5th through the 7th. Emily Lawson, Ava Stuchko, Isaiah Parsons, Lexi Steen, and Luke Volberg. Please give these fantastic musicians and singers a round of applause. Congratulations and thank you. For our club spotlight, we'd like to highlight Rams for Vets. Rams for Vets is a newly formed club this school year. Their advisors are Mr. Boyd, who currently serves as a sergeant in the Army Reserves, and Mr. Selby. If you guys could come up with Venky, and Venky's going to speak very briefly, specifically about what their club is about.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Maggie Loipala, president of the Rams for Veterans Club. I just have a few words for why I created this club and our mission. So I have a lady that comes to my house, and I call her Miss Mary. I've known her since childhood. She helps with cleaning around my house. She was a veteran in Germany during the Cold War. She served in West Germany in a radio van. And I always talk to her every single time she's at my house about what she experienced there. But she always talks to me about this. The veteran benefits are not helping her a lot. And that was one of the main reasons for why I created this club. We aren't giving enough recognition to those that are protecting us, that are the reasons why we are in this blessed community today. And that's the reason why I created this club. With a bunch of my friends, these great advisors of mine, and Mrs. Thomas, who helped me make the basic grounds for this club. And next, I would like to talk about my mission, or our mission. Not only do we want to help veterans around, we want to help them in this community, Penridge. There are a lot of veterans in this community. And I know we haven't done a lot yet, but in the future, we have so many planned activities, and we would love for all of you as a community to come together and celebrate these veterans and help them to get what they deserve. Thank you.
And we have one more student to highlight and celebrate tonight. And again, it's a very special award, the YWCA # Girl Power Award. Each year, the YWCA of Bucks County honors exemplary women at their Salute to Women Who Make a Difference Gala. I am incredibly proud to share that one of our very own students, Jada Bryant Teat, has been selected to receive the YWCA # Girl Award at their 33rd annual gala, which is at the Philmont Country Club, which was actually pretty nice. This is recognizing her leadership, her dedication, and commitment to empowering others and fostering equity in our community. Jada is an 11th grade student who competes in indoor and outdoor track, who is actually getting on a plane on Wednesday as a member of our cheerleading squad to go to Disney World for the national championships, participates in our Black Student Union and Bible Club, and attends the dental studies program at Upper Bucks Technical School, where she has already received her radiology certification. We are truly Penridge proud of Jada because she exemplifies what it means to be proud, principled, and prepared. Please join me in congratulating Jada. Jada, come on up. Turn the podium over to Mr. Ehrman, our principal of West Rock Hill Elementary School, for his celebration.
Good evening, everyone. I am here to recognize a local community group as well as one of our amazing, exceptional students at West Rock Hill. Starting with our community group, during the fall, we reached out to our families to see who needed support, both for Thanksgiving as well as the December holidays. And we had 32 families respond, requesting help, totaling 57 children just in West Rock Hill. Our incredible guidance counselor, Rebecca Schellenberger, organized everything from contacting the families to gaining information about what specifically they needed for not only their family but their individual children. And we sent out a sign up to our school community. And in addition to our school community, every single child was adopted in the sense that a community member was willing to purchase some gifts and things for their family. But in addition to that, the Percy Lions Club has annually supported Penridge schools in a variety of ways. And this year we'd like to recognize and thank them for, they donated $2,500 to our Penridge schools, in addition to donating $1,500 previously for Thanksgiving. Those funds were distributed among Sellersville, Siler, Ruth, as well as at West Rock Hill. Specifically at West Rock Hill, we used the money to purchase additional items for families for those holiday presents, whether it was to spruce up some of the boxes for particular families, or in addition just to, we created a kind of like a table where they could select a few extra gifts and winter hats and winter gloves and different things for their family as the families came in to pick up the items from our school. In addition to that, we also had our PTO that donated wrapping paper and tape, so every family was going home prepared and able to set those gifts up however they needed. So I want to thank our guidance counselor as well as our office staff, Amanda Barta and Lisa Huntsberger, for doing all the behind the scenes, and then as well as Percy Lions Club. You can come up to be recognized as well as for your incredible donation to our schools. Thank you. I'd next like to recognize an incredible 5th grade student at West Rock Hill Elementary School, Lizzie Thomas. She's the one with the big, beautiful smile back there. She's an incredible student, and one of the biggest privileges of working in education is watching students grow, whether that is naturally through their academics, as well as they progress through each grade level, both socially and emotionally, as they build their confidence, their self-esteem, and overcoming challenges that life has thrown their way. And I'm speaking on as well on behalf of Mrs. Schellenberger, our guidance counselor, who I know has spent a great deal of time growing with Lizzie. Lizzie is a 5th grade student at West Rock Hill, and she has exemplified this growth and resiliency, and most recently was recognized as the author and illustrator of the story Cosmic Friends. Thanks to Sing Me a Story, a Minnesota-based foundation that supports children in need, and the cancer support community of Greater Philadelphia, Lizzie's story has become an original composition called The Three Cosmic Friends. It was composed by Temple University master's student and then performed in December by the Pennsylvania Youth Choral Ensembles. So Lizzie wrote this book as a tribute to her mother, which was incredible. She authored and illustrated. The book is phenomenal. And then not only did she have this book written, but this music group took the book and turned it into a full ensemble. So they turned her book into a song, which she recently was able to go and see how it performed. And the song is called Sing Me a Story, and it was commissioned and is a full choral work. It spreads the message of friendship, hope, and never giving up, something that Lizzie and her family always embody. Congratulations, Lizzie. It is an honor to recognize you tonight, and the entire district is extremely proud of you. Thank you.
What a night of just amazing celebrations from so many different ways, but we have two more to share with the board and our community tonight. Penridge High School, in a recent statewide ranking published by MoneyInc.com, placed PHS 21st in all of Pennsylvania among the 30 best high schools in the state. This recognition highlights exceptional academic performance, strong graduation outcomes, college and career readiness, and innovative educational opportunities. The ranking specifically noted Penridge's rigorous curriculum, including advanced placement offerings, dual enrollment partnerships with local colleges, and diverse elective pathways such as robotics, business, and the arts. It also celebrates the strength of our extracurricular programs, from athletics to music to academic clubs, with regional and national recognition like you heard tonight. This distinction reflects the dedication of our students, staff, and community, and the country is noticing. It also reinforces Penridge High School's reputation as one of the top public high schools in all of Pennsylvania. I wanted to share that with everybody as we came across it, and this one just really kind of blew us away. As we conclude tonight's superintendent's report, what stands out the most is the extraordinary volume of Penridge success stories that we continue to celebrate every month. From students achieving at the national level in STEM and career competitions, to alumni serving our country, to community partnerships, scholarship legacies, state rankings soaring, and the daily dedication of our staff who support students in every season and circumstance. This is what's making these moments even more powerful. You're seeing it tonight, you're watching it here, and it doesn't just stop there. It goes out into the digital universe and comes right back. We share it on Facebook, we share it on social media, but what we found out is that our district's narrative presence has grown so dramatically. This year alone, Penridge's impressions surged from 219,000 to more than 7.4 million, a 3,300% increase, with nearly 5,000 shares and over 97,000 reactions to all those positive stories in a community of only about 50,000 people. That's a level of extraordinary engagement because it reflects something larger than those analytics. It reflects trust, pride, and connection. Penridge is not only doing exceptional work, but we're ensuring that our students, staff, and programs are seen, celebrated, and remembered. These stories are shaping the identity of our schools and our community, and they're strengthening the reputation of Penridge across our region and beyond. And we are very Penridge proud to share that with the board and our community tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to congratulate again the students that were highlighted, and to thank the Weist family for sharing about Alyssa Rose, and to the Cutt family to also continuously coming up here and sharing about your son Jason. And we are honored to honor both of their legacies. So thank you to both families for coming and sharing that. Next, we will move on to our student liaison, Miss Zoe.
Thank you. So looking way back to before winter break, the high school hosted our first talent show in a very long time. And we held this on the half day before winter break and had 2 separate shows. It was run by student council, and it not only helped the school bring together and showcase our talented students, but it also increased attendance for the half day before break. In terms of the school, we are slightly in a slow period right now, but before our very long weekend due to snow, our high schoolers completed their course selection, so picking all of their courses for next year, including a few new AP courses that are now included. And then furthermore, the 8th grade parent night for course selection will occur on February 4th, and that will help their 8th graders decide what courses they would like to take at the high school and give parents information on that. The end of semester 1 happened on January 22nd, and this marked a big point, especially for the high school, as with block scheduling, many classes are only semester. So most high schoolers are about halfway down their schedule by now. And then furthermore, we had 3 of our Rams days following the end of the first semester and the start of the second semester. This did get slightly impeded by our snow day break, but I think that was a nice, easy transition for a lot of students into the second semester. We had our Back to School Night 2.0 on January 29th at 6 p.m. So this allowed all students to walk through their high school, all parents to walk through the high school students' schedules and to meet their teachers, learn about their classes, and see what their day would look like in the high school. And this is another part of block scheduling, which was implemented last year but continued through this year. So many students do have fully new classes for the second semester. In terms of student activities, our Once Upon a Mattress, our spring musical, rehearsals have started and auditions have been held, so I know a lot of drama and performing arts students are very excited for that. We are looking forward to having a winter celebration or assembly around February 12th to celebrate our winter sports, arts and music accomplishments, and this would be similar to the football game day that we hosted in the fall season. Seniors are looking forward to graduation with orders are starting to be placed. I know very many seniors are already looking forward to that. And then in terms of student council events, we will be hosting our Pink Out basketball game tomorrow night, February 3rd, and this supports local cancer organizations and raises awareness for breast cancer. And that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So come out not only to support the basketball team, but for a good cause. And then Rampax is hosting their Share the Love food drive here at the high school, February 4th through the 26th, but district-wide, the 10th through the 26th. So Rampax is an organization that provides meals for students over the weekends that might not have access to food otherwise. And this Share the Love food drive is based around February and Valentine's Day, and it's able to continue to stock their pantry for the coming year. So the collection is not only happening here at the high school, but it's happening district-wide in other schools. So please consider donating at your child's school or in the various setups around the Paradise School District and community buildings. That is all for me. Thank you.
Madam President, I'd like to reference 2 donations to the Penrith School District. The first one is a donation from Mr. Gary Schiff, the amount of $750 to be used at Bedminster Elementary School for various educational activities and events. The second one is an anonymous donation of $10,000 to be used towards the district's unpaid lunch balance. So we thank both of those donors.
Thank you, Dr. Barrios, and thank you, Zoe. Public comment is next. According to Policy 903, public comment on matters of concern, official action, or deliberation is limited to 3 minutes and should be directed to the entire school board following the announcement of your name and municipality. Under this policy, the presiding officer has the authority to warn or stop a public commenter when violation of this policy occurs. We will start with Mrs. Crystal Cosley.
Good evening, members of the school board. I am here tonight because my son Nathan is afraid to go to his bus stop, and the fear is directly a result of the decisions made by this district. For more than 5 months, Nathan's long-standing residential bus stop has been moved from and and reassigned to a post office area. During this time, I've sent over 200 plus communications asking for your help. Nothing has changed. Nathan is an elementary student who is regularly required to stand alone in an area with heavily truck traffic, poor visibility, unknown adults, and no adult supervision. This location cannot be seen from our home. These conditions are not safe, and they are inappropriate for a child his age. Recently, a very serious theft in our neighborhood. Nathan told me he's afraid that he could get harmed while waiting at this bus. These are not imaginary fears. These are reasonable concerns based on environments he was placed in. The situation is worsened by ongoing transportation. Bus 130 has multiple drivers in a short period of time, frequently late. During the recent snowfall, Nathan has been required to approach the bus by going over a snowbank. This is unsafe, and this should never happen. Review those camera footage. This district continues to call his bus stop a safe share spot, yet Nathan is often completely alone. Claims that the other students regularly use this stop, they've used it once in a week. I am not asking for special treatment. I am asking for basic student safety and common sense. You have been notified repeatedly of the risk and emotional harm that this has caused him. If something happens to my child, it will not be because no one knew. It will be because no one acted. I am asking the board to intervene now, reinstate his bus stop back to where it was for the past 6 years. Thank you.
Next is Ms. Tara Berge. Thank you.
Don't mind her, I know she's cute. Good evening, my name is Tara Berge. I'm here tonight as a parent, not as an expert, but as a mother who sends her children into this community every day and expects them to come home safely. I want the board to understand, I would not be standing here unless it was necessary. I am managing serious medical limitations, but repeated attempts to resolve these concerns privately have been met with delay, deflection, and excuses instead of action. It should not take a parent in my position having to appear publicly just to have access to a bus stop and student safety treated as urgent. My children walk these streets and cross these intersections. For some of them, disabilities affect how they process visually and auditory information. Traffic is not an inconvenience for them. It is a real and measurable danger. We ask for basic safety measures, not special treatment, just solutions that already worked and kept children safe. The board has said it is parents' responsibility to get children safely to the bus stop. In general, I agree. But when the district creates conditions where children cannot safely access transportation without daily parental intervention, that stops being a parenting issue. That is a district access failure. Before, my son accessed transportation safely and independently. Now he cannot safely use the morning bus. And then in the afternoon, I must meet the bus and physically escort him home or drive him myself. Last week's snow made the reality undeniable. Snowbanks eliminated what little curb space existed. There is no curb. There is nowhere for children to step down. There is nowhere for a vehicle to legally stop or physically stop. The route is no longer usable under normal winter conditions. This is not a bus stop. This is a hazard with children standing in it. If a child cannot independently access transportation because of district decisions, then that transportation is not accessible to that child. Let me be clear, I am not asking for special treatment or segregated transportation. At the same time, some students are receiving door-to-door pickup for non-disability reasons, while other children are required to walk multiple blocks, cross known hazard intersections, and do so without the safety supports provided elsewhere. And when families have demanded an independent third-party safety evaluations, those efforts have been blocked or shut down because the district does not want neutral eyes on the danger it created. You cannot claim something is safe while preventing anyone outside the system from confirming it. The district did not eliminate the hazards, it eliminated the only safe stop for our neighborhood kids. This is not about preference, this is not about convenience, this is about a preventable risk created by district choices. Accessible transportation means a child can use it safely without a parent acting as the missing support system. Right now, the district has replaced transportation with parental intervention, and the district already knows significant routing changes will need to be made over the summer. So that question is not whether adjustments are possible, but whether the district would prioritize student safety and disability access when making them. The district should not wait for an incident before treating this as urgent. And if it does, then the failure will be on record right here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is, I believe it's Ron Cole? Cut? Ron Cut?
He was here already.
Thank you. Okay. Next is Dan Liebertz.
Hi everyone. I am speaking both as a parent in this community as well as a behavior analyst that spends every day working with children in crisis. For all of you up on stage, whether elected in 25 or 23, you have a hell of a hole to dig us out of financially. I still hear the old facilities chairperson Bob Cormack's grave warning about the fiscal mismanagement, decline in facility upkeep, and short-term band-aids that previous board members supported, which led us to this budget shortfall. I'm concerned, to say the least, at how we as a school community can adjust the balance to the budget. How can we decrease spending without sacrificing student outcomes? How can we continue to thrive while eagerly awaiting 2028 when our debts are paid and finances ease? Difficult decisions. However, I am relieved knowing you all so well that trusted and selfless minds are making those difficult decisions. The most recent decision regarding the lakeside counseling, I do see the benefits. Firstly and most importantly, I am always in support of doing something yourself. It may be clunky to begin, but enabling counselors in our districts to build lasting capacity, increase continuity of care, and divest from relying on outside agencies is a wise move. Saving us estimated $300,000 is an excellent work towards that fiscal responsibility. And from my experience in behaviorism, it is a wise approach for self-reliance and capacity within the district. Thank you for your wisdom, especially Ernest Johnson, in making some of the moves to save taxpayer money while ensuring students are safe, supported, and cared for. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That concludes our public comment. Thank you to everyone who came up to comment. We will move on to our consent calendar. Motion to approve the consent calendar, A to I.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Moving on, we will move on to committee reports. Our curriculum, Mr. Merkel-Gump.
Thank you very much. This month's curriculum meeting, we had the opportunity to hear in depth from Dr. Bloom, Ms. Burke, and Mr. Gersh on their plans to achieve district academic goals, as well as their plans to improve achievement in grades 3 through 8. Their rapid response and thorough analysis, as well as their clear implementation of concrete steps towards success, is to be commended. And I would like to thank them for their clear commitment to our students. We also received updates on work being done in remediation and enrichment from Mrs. Whalen, and an update on the planned implementation of AP Comparative Government from Mrs. Vitale, including her textbook request, which will be before us tonight. We have 2 voting items ahead of us tonight. The first is the approval of the textbook for AP Government and Politics. So I motion to approve textbook for AP Government and Politics.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Excellent. We also have a approval of obsolete books, A through C. And I so motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Excellent. The next curriculum committee meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. See you all back in.
Thank you, Mr. Merkel-Gaup. Next is facilities with Mr. Kaufman.
A facilities committee meeting was held on January 12th where we heard from ICS and learned about some of the upcoming capital projects for this summer, along with the obsolete items from both Guth and the high school. So starting with B, motion to approve a bid from Hirschberg Mechanical LLC for work scope number 1 in the amount of $796,000. Scope number 1 consists of domestic hot water upgrades at Dibler Elementary School and Grass Elementary School, boiler plant upgrades at West Rock Hill Elementary School, and an alternate to provide a Camas condensing boiler in lieu of a non-condensing boiler.
Second. Great. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Next, make a motion to approve a bid from BSI Electrical for work scope number 2 in the amount of $508,750. Scope number 2 consists of generator replacement at Bedminster Elementary School and West Rock Hill Elementary School.
Second.
Was that a second?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Third, a motion to approve a bid from Southland for work scope number 4 in the amount of $383,360. Scope number 4 consists of building management system upgrades at Seiler Elementary School.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
And just for those keeping track, that was scopes 1, 2, and 4. 3 was for the replacement roof at Central Middle School, which we should be getting a updated on the 9th, correct? Yep. And then finally, approval of obsolete items, metal tables from Guth. They're going to scrap, and the high school newspaper rack for public surplus.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
And the next facilities committee meeting is scheduled for Monday, February 9th.
Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. Moving right along, we'll go to committee reports finance with Mr. Wirtz.
Thank you. Finance Committee met on October. That must be a wrong date I'm reading on. Am I on the right page?
No, you're on the right.
It met on January 12th. Thank you. A number of contracts up for approval. We went through those on the meeting, so I would like to make a motion to approve items A through M.
Second.
Wonderful. Do you have any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Moving on to the approval of student activity accounts. We have 4 listed tonight. One is the high school class of 2029, High School Club America. She's the First, which is a new club also, and the High School Rams Revette, which you heard from tonight. That's also new. I'd like to make a motion to approve items A through D.
Second.
Questions or comments? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
And finally, this is the first since I've been on the board, we're approval of a repository sale, and that's a sale of a property that has back taxes that nobody wants to buy, went through all the process over a number of years, and somebody ended up buying it for $6,000, and it's a piece of land that's probably pretty useless. Anyway, don't know why that came up on our agenda. So I make a motion to approve item D.
Second.
All right. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
The next Finance Committee meeting is scheduled for Monday, February 9th.
Thank you, Mr. Wertz. Moving right along to personnel, Mr. Trauger.
Just want to take a moment, as this is our first board meeting since the reorg meeting. I'd like to take the opportunity to say thank you to the public. It's truly an honor to be here tonight. I'm grateful for the trust this community has placed in me, and I don't take that responsibility lightly. As a dad with 3 children in this district, this role carries a deeply personal meaning for me. I'm just a normal parent who wants the very best for his kids and for every child who walks through our doors in this district. They are my reason, and they are the motivation behind why I'm here tonight. My focus moving forward is simple: to do what's best for our students, to support the incredible staff who show up for them every single day, and to work alongside my fellow board members with respect, transparency, and purpose. Our schools are more than buildings. They're places where students find support, inspiration, and people who believe in them. And I'm ready to do everything I can to help make sure every child in this district feels seen, supported, and believed in. I'm excited to get to work, to listen, to learn, and to serve this community with the heart of a parent and the commitment of someone who cares deeply about our kids' futures. The Personnel Committee met on January 12th to review employee benefits, staffing updates, and the proposed school calendar for the 26-27 school year. The committee heard a presentation on the district's health insurance program, including medical and prescription drug cost trends. Like many schools districts across this country, Penn Ridge is seeing higher healthcare costs following the COVID-19 pandemic. A major contributor to rising prescription costs is the increased use of newer medications. Because the district operates a self-funded health plan, these higher costs directly affect the district's budget. Preliminary projections show that healthcare costs may require an increase for the 26 to 27 plan year. The committee discussed the district's health insurance reserve, which is currently at a responsible level and has been used in past years to help reduce the impact of cost increases on employees. The administration is also exploring ways to manage long-term costs, including wellness and health engagement programs. The committee was also informed that the district will be issuing a request for a proposal for its medical insurance provider, as the current contract expires in June 2026. This process will allow the district to review costs, services, and provider networks to ensure the best value for employees and taxpayers. In addition, the committee reviewed challenges with the current flexible spending account provider and discussed the recommendation to move to a new vendor beginning July 1st, 2026. The proposed change is intended to improve customer service and reduce administrative costs. The committee reviewed and discussed updates to several job descriptions as part of the district's regular review process. Finally, the committee reviewed the proposed 26-27 school calendar. The calendar meets all state requirements for instructional days and includes minor adjustments, such as half days before Thanksgiving, to allow time for parent-teacher conferences while maintaining instructional time for students. The first order of business tonight is to vote on the appointment of Dr. Andrew Doster as the Director of Human Resources. Dr. Barrios, do you want to take a minute and make some comments before we?
Absolutely, Mr. Trotter, thank you. In a few moments, the board will be asked to vote on the appointment of Dr. Andrew Doster as Penn Ridge's next Director of Human Resources. Following an extensive and deliberate search process, Dr. Doster is the administration's recommended candidate for this cabinet-level role. The Director of Human Resources plays a critical role in the overall functioning of the district. It's a position that directly impacts how well we support our staff, how clearly our systems operate, and how effectively the organization functions day to day in service of students. Dr. Doster brings more than 26 years of experience in public education, including nearly 2 decades in administrative leadership. Over the course of his career, he has worked across human resources, supervision, evaluation, employee relations, hiring and recruitment, professional development, labor relations, and school law. Throughout the interview process, what stood out was not just the breadth of his experience, but the way he approaches the work. He understands the importance of strong systems, and he is equally grounded in the understanding that people are the center of those systems. Most recently, Dr. Doster served as the superintendent of the Morrisville School District. Prior to that, he held leadership roles across the K-12 continuum, including Director of Elementary Education, building principal at the elementary, middle, and high school levels, and a classroom teacher. That background gives him a practical, school-based perspective on how district-level decisions affect buildings and classrooms, which is especially important. Dr. Doster has also worked extensively with school boards, legal counsel, and community partners. He understands governance, collaboration, the importance of clear expectations and processes, particularly during periods of organizational change. There's also a personal connection to Penridge for Dr. Doster. He's a parent of Penridge alumni, and he knows this district from multiple vantage points. His perspective brings a level of accountability and investment that cannot be manufactured. Dr. Doster holds a doctorate in educational leadership from Delaware Valley University and maintains an active obviously a superintendent's letter of eligibility. Beyond credentials, he brings a collaborative leadership style, clear focus on building a positive and functional organization. So once approved, we will welcome Dr. Doster, but it was just a fantastic interview process, and they say the cream rises to the top, and he definitely did a wonderful job. So hopefully the board will take my recommendation and vote on his appointment. And he's joined tonight by his wife to his left.
All right,
Thank you, Mr. Trauger.
Thank you, Dr. Barrios. I make a motion to approve Dr. Andrew Doster as Director of Human Resources, effective January 26, 2026, at the salary of $180,000.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Congratulations.
All right, next order of business, I'd like to make a motion to approve the following job descriptions, A through K, listed below, which we did review during the committee meeting.
Second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
All right, next I have before I go into this motion, there's two teachers that are that will vote tonight for their approval of their tenure. Tenure is not merely a milestone of time served, it is a rigorous validation of professional excellence. For a teacher to reach this point, they have undergone several years of intensive observation, peer review, and consistent performance evaluations. By granting tenure tonight, this board is stating that these educators have demonstrated a consistent ability to foster student growth and manage a modern classroom effectively. They have met the highest standards of ethics and dedication to our school community. They have chosen to make our schools their professional home, and in return, tenure provides them the academic stability necessary to continue innovating in their teaching. In short, tenure is our district's seal of approval. It signals to our parents and the students that these teachers are masters of their craft and vital pillars of our educational future. We have two teachers that will be voted on tonight. First is Miss Sarah Boyer. She has been, for the last 3 years, has been a vibrant and inspiring force within South Middle School, serving as a special education teacher. She's energetic, enthusiastic, and endlessly upbeat. She is a dedicated advocate for every one of her students, greeting all who cross her path with a warm smile and unwavering positivity. In the classroom, she brings exceptional creativity to her lessons, designing engaging and meaningful activities to help her students grasp concepts and connect them to real-life experiences. Her leadership extends far beyond the classroom. She co-coaches our unified bocce ball team with passion and commitment, and generously gives of her time as the organizer of South Middle School's ski and snowboard club. Her influence, optimism, and heart make her an invaluable part of our South community. The second teacher that is up for approval tonight is Mrs. Rodenberger. She has been an incredible asset to our learning support program at Grass and a truly outstanding teacher. Beyond providing strong academic instruction, she is deeply committed to building confidence, resilience, and a belief in themselves within each of her students. She approaches her work with flexibility, compassion, and an unwavering dedication to meet students where they are, always going above and beyond to ensure they feel supported and successful. Mrs. Rodenberger consistently partners with families through thoughtful communication and meaningful conversations, reinforcing the trust and collaboration that are so essential to student growth. Her care for her students is evident in everything she does, and we are greatly fortunate to have her as part of the Grass community. The two quotes that I read on each of the teachers are directly from their principals. I asked them to give us some positive information before we took this to a vote. So all of that being said, I make the motion to approve tenure recommendations for Sarah Boyer and Brittany Ronenberger.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
All right, I won't talk so much for the rest of the business here. Next is a motion to approve a settlement agreement between the Penridge School District and the Penridge Education Association in regard to employee number 9958.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
All right, another motion to approve a settlement agreement between the Penridge School District and the Penridge Education Support Professional Association in regard to employee number 3091.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
All right, motion to approve Inspira as the flexible spending administrator for the Penridge School District effective July 1st, 2026.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
All right, that's it. The next Personnel Committee meeting is scheduled for Monday, February 9th, 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Trauger. Next is policy with Mrs. Taylor.
Hello. The policy committee met on February 2nd. We spoke, led by Mr. Johnson, looking at readings of policies around bullying, cyberbullying, and academic standards and extracurricular activities, primarily PSBA recommended updates. I especially enjoyed the conversation we had around the bullying and cyberbullying policies. And as Ms. Sherino spoke about earlier tonight, a major thing that came out of that meeting was Mr. Trauger's suggestion for an electronic version of the reporting form. So thank you to the administration team for implementing that already. I think it will increase accessibility for students and families to report issues. Tonight we have approval of first reading of PSD policies. This is policy number 249, bullying, cyberbullying.
Second. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Next, we have approval of PSD policies, policy number 102, academic standards, and policy number 122, extracurricular activities.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
The next policy committee is scheduled for tomorrow. We'll see you there, February 3rd.
Thank you, Mrs. Taylor. Next up is Student Services. We last met on January 5th. First up is the motion to approve the PHS cheerleaders to attend the National Cheerleading Competition in Disney World, Florida from February 4th, to February 10th.
Second.
Questions or comments? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Next is motion to approve request for withdrawal for student number 241980.
Second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Next is motion to approve the 2026-2027 Penridge School District calendar. Do you have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Okay, motion passes. Our next Student Services Committee meeting is scheduled for Monday, February 2nd. Which actually is tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
It's tomorrow, our meeting is tomorrow. Thank you. Next is for the committee report, IU, Mr. Wertz.
Thank you. The IU committee met in January 20th, and one of the first few times that we had any controversy in IU, since I've been there almost 3 years, it's the first public comment we had in the history of that meeting, which is surprising. But it had a lot to do with discontinuation of services for the hearing and visually impaired. It's a contract that was done through the state where the funding is kind of not kept up with the costs. So it was a difficult decision. I was supporting that we would extend it for a year, but the board decided not to. And I think we had a lot of upset parents out there. So, but only thing on the agenda tonight now is the approval of my replacement. So the approval, I would like to make a motion to approve Mr. Thomas Traeger as the Bucks IU representative for a 3-year term beginning July 1st and ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Questions or comments?
I just want to make one comment. It's been a pleasure. I still have a lame duck until July, so I still have some time left. But what the IU does and the services they provide to this community is incredible. And you don't hear about it too much, and you don't see it too much. But hopefully they'll have a bigger presence in our area in the future. The work they do there is incredibly hard, but incredibly rewarding. So, good luck to you, Mr. Trout.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Congratulations, Mr. Trauger.
Not there.
On to next.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't finish that. The next IU board meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, February 17th. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Wertz. Next is the Upper Bucks County Technical School, Mr. Kaufman.
This is a report on the December 18th and the January 15th meetings. So starting with December, student of the month was Luke Stangs, a Palisade senior in the welding and fabrication program. He's currently on co-op with Stout Customs and planning to enter the U.S. Navy Construction Battalion after graduation. At the reorganization, the JOC elected Joseph Lyons of Quakertown as chairperson, Dr. James Ott from Palisades as vice chairperson, and myself as treasurer. We accepted a significant offshore technology donation for equipment, valued at $45,000 supporting our machining and mechatronics programs. And students were approved to attend the school's USA District 11 championships, and 46 cosmetology students were approved to attend the New York International Beauty Show for industry exposure and professional development. In January, our student of the month was William Rabenhold, a Quakertown senior in small engine technology, who's active in competitions and currently on co-op. The Culinary Arts and Baking and Pastry Arts programs launched their Spring Flower fundraiser to support student travel and programs, which I believe you can find that information on the UBCTS website. The tech school received a $25,000 PA Farm Bill Agriculture and Youth Grant to support barn renovations and expansion projects. The campus completed a 3-day school safety and security physical assessment focused on compliance, risk management, and safety improvements. And the JOC directed the superintendent record, Dr. Matthew Friedman of Quakertown, to solicit proposals for a third-party investigator to conduct an investigation into how a subcontractor was able to bring a registered sex offender onto UBCTS campus and how the situation was handled both by the school's administration and the JOC. Additionally, the JOC authorized an RFP for custodial and maintenance services. The discussion was held about possibly bringing the services back in-house at the school. We accepted $6,000 from Arium to support the drone program and 55 Evercraft toolkits from Napa, valued at $2,750 for automotive students to take home. Notable achievements from our students, as Dr. Barrios noted, the UPC TS Welding and Fabrication team earned gold at Skills USA, including Penridge student Ben Kaczynski. In veterinary assisting, 2 seniors, including Shea Lightcap of Penridge, earned a Keystone degree. Additionally, Jolene Batchelder of Penridge and Daphne Beckeridge of Penridge were among the 3 students receiving FFA jackets, recognizing leadership and achievement. And on to enrollment. Applications for 2026 to 27 have opened, and we've already received 244 applications, indicating a strong interest in our programs. Our current enrollment numbers are at 937 students across the 3 districts, with 98 on co-op. Penridge has 414 enrolled, with 41 on co-op. That concludes that part of the update. Our next JOC meeting will be scheduled for Thursday, February 19th, 2026.
Can I add one more thing? We had just so everyone's aware, we had a board retreat, as we do every year, and the tech school provided the catered dinner for us, which was very good and very professionally, and it was it's nice to see the kids come out and do such a nice job on it. I know everybody enjoyed it, especially Ernest.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Next up is the Penridge Area Coordinating Committee, Mrs. Rash.
Thank you. Penridge Area Coordinating Committee finally met again in January 22nd, after a decent break. The minutes are attached, and if you look through them, you'll see most of it is just talking about the different townships and municipalities approving their budgets. There is a new mayor in Silverdale, Jim Brown. The homes that are being built in Silverdale are starting to be occupied. I believe 3 of them are now occupied. There are 51 homes being built there. The tract, the Moyer Farm tract outside of Dublin, has been approved for development also, so we should be getting some numbers from them. I gave them an update on the new school board members, continuing to talk about our focusing on the budget, and also told them about the STEM Ed program that we saw the presentation for. The one request, which I'm pouncing this on you at the meeting, but it's not a bad one. They are very interested in more intergenerational activities with the students, and in particular the senior center. There's not, but for those of you who don't know, the senior center is completely self-funded through fundraising activities. They're going on almost all year. So anyone who wants to, you don't have to be a member of the senior center to participate in the fundraising activities, but it really is a nice place for members in our community to have camaraderie, get help for their computers, their taxes, do art classes, play pool. They do all kinds of things there. But they had 2 specific questions. One was around the musical in the spring, that being invited to the dress rehearsal, like a senior night, but during the day. And the other one was they were curious if we would consider doing night school again. So put that up there too, but something that they brought up as that had happened in the past. I feel like, I don't remember it in the recent past, but I think prior to COVID, maybe there were some night school classes that were being offered in the buildings. So they were curious if we would be doing things like that again. That is it from the pack. And the next meeting is February 26th.
Ms. Foster-Rash, I'll certainly look into that.
Yeah.
Get back, report back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rash. Next up is old business. Do you have any old business? All right. Okay. Discussion of new business. All right. Back to public comment, which I don't believe we have any public comment. We do not. Wonderful. Next is announcements. The executive sessions were held on January 5th, 2026. and January 12, 2026, to discuss personnel matters under Section 708A18, as well as agency business in conference under Section 707B. On January 28, 2026, the school board also met for a retreat in conference under Section 707B, facilitated by the BCIU without deliberation. The next school board meeting is scheduled on Monday, February 23, 2026. Meeting is